I can't.
You can.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Michael Douglas got Catherine Zeta-Jones a job in one of his films.
Yeah, but Princess, I can't get you a job playing for Manchester United.
Could.
Couldn't.
Could.
Couldn't.
Could.
Manchester City.
Good evening. It's something they didn't do years ago, but we all seem to do it now. We all love it. I love it. It's a bizarre thing to do. It's almost as if I'm teasing you, not letting you in on the meat of the story or the object of the sentence, as grammar teachers like to call it. I like to pad it out with these little bits of information. They're almost like little cryptic crossword clues, really, aren't they? It's as if I want you to guess what it is I'm about to say, you see. Some of the other newsreaders can't do it. Fiona Bruce can't. But as I write these little bits myself, I'm going to keep on doing it until someone says to me, just tell us what you're talking about straight away and be done with it, for heaven's sake. Well, I won't.
Don't wait up for us, Juanita. I don't know what time we'll be back.
8:30.
So who's going to be there then?
Only everybody.
Michael, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Come on now, Michael. You know my mother used to have a saying.
Welsh certainly is a beautiful language, Catherine. What does it mean?
That's not Welsh. My mother was a mad woman.
Come on, let's go.
It's about our age difference, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Don't worry about it. There's nothing we can do to change the fact that I'm 32.
But people are laughing at me, Catherine. They're saying it's perverse. That here am I, Michael Douglas, a 50-something Hollywood A-list star, and I don't have a 19-year-old draped across my arm. You're barely 25 years younger than me, Catherine.
Well, people are just going to have to get used to the fact that you like older women.
Just remember, if anyone asks tonight, you're my mother-in-law. Come on.
Yes, Dave. See the football last night? What? Football? You see the football?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
The football? I was watching the football last night and I was thinking, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, here we are in a pub, yeah, in London, right? And yet no one ever talks about football. I mean, don't that seem odd to you?
And what is this football?
Well, it's a game, isn't it?
A game? What, a man and a woman playing with each other's emotions?
No, it's a game men play. Oh, come on, Steve, you must have heard of it. There's like loads of football teams all over the country, yeah?
Loads of teams all over the country, Beppe.
Yeah.
And how'd you work that one out, then, eh? There's only 5 places in this country. Walford, Up West, Leicester, Southend and Manchester. We all know what happens if you go to Manchester. You don't come back. Now, I don't think there can be loads of teams, do you, Beppe? Huh? I think you dreamt it, didn't you?
No, Steve, I saw it.
I don't want to hear this no more, all right? There is no football. And if there was, don't you think that someone else in here might have mentioned it at some point? Don't you think someone like Phil or Roy might have said something? Don't you think one of the men might have mentioned this men's game?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There is no such thing as football, all right?
But, Steve,
No football, Beppe. No football.
But
Hello and welcome back. Now, we are very, very lucky to have with us in the studio this morning one of the country's most intrepid explorers. He's just done a trip to the North Pole and back single-handedly. That means all on his tods. Jonathan Randolph. Jonathan, welcome.
Good morning.
Oh, now, do I detect a wee bit of a sniffle you've got there?
I do have a slight cold, yes.
Oh, mind you, it must have been a wee bit nippy up there.
Yes, it was 40 degrees below. And with the wind chill factor, it could sometimes fall as low as 75 below.
Oh, well, you'll have needed to wrap up then.
Yes. yes. Yes, in fact, it was so cold I lost 4 fingers.
Oh, poor wee soul. You'll have to do everything single-handedly from now on, won't you? Oh, no, that's a sin, though, so it is. Mind you, it's been a wee bit nippy down here, hasn't it? Ah, I mean, I'm not saying it's finger-losing weather.
No.
But that's not to say you can't lose a finger through an accident or something when it happens to be winter, so don't get complacent. So, Jonathan, how far did you actually walk?
Over 3,000 miles.
Right, and how many miles would that be a day?
Well, it varied.
But as a rule of thumb? Oh, no, sir!
About 30.
Oh, great. And you'll have needed to wear lots of woolies then.
Well, I wore highly specialised clothing.
Oh, so your granny would have knitted those.
No, they were designed in Switzerland.
Really? Well, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very, very much, Jonathan. I'm glad you enjoyed your wee walk. I like a wee bit of a walk myself, actually.
I planted a British flag up there.
After the break, what have we got? Actually, I can't think. What have we got after the break? I can't think what we've got next. I'm all fingers and thumbs, unlike Jonathan, who's just thumbs. Oh, no, I'm only joking. That's not fair. That's a sin, so it is. But can I just say, maybe, the next time you do it, wear some gloves.
David!
No.
It was an ordinary Victorian royal reception held in honour of ex-servicemen like any other. Captain Arthur Boswell had just stepped outside to take some air. He was quietly admiring some roses when suddenly disaster struck. He pricked his finger on a thorn.
I felt a terrible, searing pain shooting through the whole left side of my fingertip.
Somebody suggested calling the emergency services.
Then I remembered the telephone hadn't been invented yet.
Within seconds, a small drop of blood had appeared. It's a well-documented medical fact that the sight of blood can be too traumatic for a lady's sensibilities. Overcome, a woman fainted.
Help?
Luckily for all concerned, Florence Nightingale was also at the reception. It was dark, but Nightingale had a lamp, which helped.
It was dark, but I had a lamp, which helped.
The woman was lucky. At the time, Florence Nightingale was the only nurse in the world and the only lady licensed to carry a lamp. Other women would not be granted the right to carry lamps until 1918.
I'm a nurse, and lucky for you, the only one in England.
Oh,
No, it's imperative.
Thinking quickly with her mind, Nightingale started to loosen the woman's clothing.
loosen a bit more.
Just 3 hours later, the operation was complete. The patient started breathing normally again and was soon fully recovered. Unfortunately, the shame of being undressed in public meant she had to move to Holland and never talk to anyone in polite society again. Captain Boswell just needed a small operation to have his finger amputated. But it could have been much, much worse. Both party guests very nearly died, but didn't. Damn them.
So, Liverpool triumphant. And Trevor? Well, it was a pretty impressive display of attacking football, really, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's right, Gary. I thought really, they played magnificent, and I thought the midfield in particular, they played exceptional and...
Exceptionally. Exceptionally. Adverb.
I'm sorry, Gary.
Adverbs. Words describing actions take an ly ending. They played magnificently. Exceptionally.
Right, yeah.
It's quite simple, really, Trevor.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I've never been so scared in my whole life. I'm so cold and hungry. When I shut my eyes, I'm frightened to open them, and when I open them, I'm frightened to shut them. What a dilemma. I think this is the end. I think I'm going to die. We're so totally lost and alone. But I've still got my sense of humour, because I'm Smiley, Smiley, Carol Smiley!
used to really love about ancient Rome was the chariot racing. It was fantastic.
You lived for the weekend. Like Friday night, you'd be out on the wine. Saturday, chariot racing.
Beefy gladiators, strapping centurions. Oh, all that leather and big helmets. Oh, it was heaven. If you like that sort of thing.
I remember having this really terrible crush on Venus. Well, I worshipped her like a goddess. Well, she was a goddess.
It was Neptune that drove me wild. And we'd all used to go swimming just in the hope we could get a glimpse of his trident.
Ancient Rome? I don't have any recollections about ancient Rome.
If you really, really fancied someone, you'd take them to the Colosseum.
They never did finish building it, did they?
And I remember wearing my new toga to the Colosseum.
And if they got wet, you could see, like, everything.
And when the Christian was thrown to the lions, blood sprayed all over my new toga, and all I could think was, my mum is going to kill me.
Well, I wasn't there, was I? I'm sure we get plenty of people who pretend they were just to get on the telly.
It was a really good time to be a teenager.
I mean, obviously, we weren't there, but we'll talk about anything for 10 bob.
10 bob? What's that in Roman money?
God save the Queen.
Over now to our royal correspondent, Jenny Bond, who has the latest on this. Hello, Jenny. What can you tell us?
Ooh, here she comes.
The name's Bond.
Jenny Bond. Licence to wear ever so slightly too much makeup.
Dum dilly dum dum doo 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 dum dilly dee da da doo da dee da. Jenny Bond.
Who is it?
Jenny Bond, ma'am.
Oh, my stalker.
She's not a stalker.
Well, everywhere I turn, I see that wretched woman.
Look at those earrings. Yeah. Now you know what Pat Butcher did with all hers when Roy told her that he hated them.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah, said he hated them.
I always think she's very well turned out.
Tell you what, she wears those red shapeless jackets better than anyone else I know.
She don't come out with some rubbish, though. Hey, listen.
What I can say is this is undoubtedly a difficult time for the royals. Nevertheless, my sources say that Charles and Camilla are expected to attend the premiere of the new Ben Elton film, Maybe Baby 2.
Oh, yeah, going.
But on the other
Wrong.
hand, sources close to the Queen say she's very upset that the Australians are threatening to remove the Union Jack from their flag.
I couldn't give a monkey's.
Why does she keep on getting it wrong?
Oh, don't blame her. Blame her sources.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to do.
But my sources also say that Prince Andrew's reputation as a bit of a playboy is causing great embarrassment to the whole family.
Where did they get all that from?
There's some things you can't hide.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Now, alternative therapy never seems to be out of the news these days, does it?
No, and this morning we're going to be testing some of the new herbal products on the market.
Tell you what,
What is it?
let's do this item as a phone-in. Why not?
Richard, please, why do you always have to do this?
Oh, all right, let's just... Don't mind. No, we'll do the item normally. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do it normally. Yeah, except from the top of the London Eye. Can we do that? Yeah? Can we do
No,
that?
please don't do this, no.
All right, no, fine. Back to plan A. Do plan A. Yeah, except we'll do the whole item in Swahili.
No, let's just do it.
All right, we'll do it as we rehearsed it. We'll do it as we rehearsed it. Yeah, except 300 years in the future. Can we do that? Can we invent time travel in the next, 45 seconds? Is that possible? Can anyone hear me up there? Yeah?
So let's try again. He is brilliant. He played...
Brilliant.
Brilliantly. He played brilliantly. Oh, it's so simple, Trevor.
There we go.
Here's Mark Pugach.
A burger and a cup of tea, please, mate. Yeah. Onions? Oh, you're all right. Right. Audrey, 1 cup of tea.
I'm done, I'm afraid.
Excuse me just a moment, would you? Now listen, child, I don't think you understand the predicament we're in. A gentleman wants a cup of tea. Nice suit.
Well, you asked for it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Hey, friend, what the... Something doesn't add up here, and it's not just our till.
That's just it, darling. I've been meaning to tell you, but you simply won't listen. The tea won't come out of the nozzle.
Well, tip it towards you, then.
I've tried that, but it doesn't help. There's at least 6 inches of gunky sludge at the bottom, not to mention the nasty thing that crawled in yesterday.
What have you been serving our customers?
I think it's better you don't know.
Now, listen, Audrey. You've let me down. But worse than that, you've let yourself down.
I won't listen. I simply won't. I've tried my best. Now, if you don't like my tea...
But that's just it. There's no tea to like. Now, look. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a risk and put you on hot dogs.
Darling, how simply and utterly divine. You won't regret this for a moment, I promise.
Well, I just hope you're right. Now, what have you been using instead of tea?
Shampoo.
Oh, Audrey, not the Dom Perignon 57.
No shampoo.
Ah, so that's why somebody sprayed Jimmy Stewart as king on the back of my van.
He's not king, you are.
Well, maybe so. But he has an espresso machine.
Good morning. Now, how's it feel to be at work, surrounded by people who feel that they can put the world to rights, when the truth is, most of them can't even put their litter in a bin? Many of them can't tell the difference between a toilet and a doorway. Others think the meaning of a free society is to have the right to spray graffiti all over public buildings. And yet you come on here, don't you, blaming this and blaming that. Always got to blame someone these days, haven't we? Well, did you ever stop to think in these endless blooming debates that maybe sometimes you are to blame, eh? Yes, you. It's not always the government's fault, or the council's fault, or Germany's fault. Sometimes it's you, Doreen, and you, Barbara, and you, William. Now face up to it, accept some responsibility, and stop blooming moaning.
Robert, can I just say...
Hey, talk to the hand, the face ain't listening.
Time now to join Gary Lineker and the rest of the team for today's football action. Match of the day.
Match of the day is nearly starting. It's nearly on the box. Match of the day is nearly starting. They're wearing shorts and socks. Match of the day is nearly starting. They're playing the theme tune, which is great news for the fellas, but it's not so good for the girls. Oh, it's time for match of the day. Hey!
No good, David. I'm going to have to reinvent myself like Madonna does.
I thought you was going to do your solo album.
Yeah, well, I'm creatively blocked.
What about that new sound studio I put in for you? Aren't you going to use it?
What's the point?
Point is, it costs £300,000.
So?
So? Have you any idea how long it takes to earn that kind of money?
A couple of weeks?
Well, yeah, but even so.
Oh, come on, David, help me.
Well, I don't know. You could always do what Jerry done and, you know, be a cook at the university.
She's not a cook at the university.
I thought she works as a uni chef.
She works for UNICEF, David.
Well, there's loads of things you could do for me, you know, run the website or something.
I'm not doing that.
Answer me fan mail.
No, David, you don't understand. I miss the big stadiums, the crowd, you know, being in front of the camera.
Oh, no, not this again.
Please.
No, Victoria, I've told you, I cannot get you a job playing for Man U.
You know what, I could do the interviews after the game,
You
couldn't I?
can't talk about football, you don't know nothing about it.
Yes, I do. And ball in the goal, the most goals win. Easy, see?
There's a bit more to it than that.
What?
Well, well, you're not doing my interviews anyway.
I could do them just as well as you could.
Couldn't.
Could.
Couldn't.
Could.
Couldn't.
Couldn't.
Could.
Well, slap my giddy aunt and tickle my fancy, if it isn't old Uncle Tell. Welcome you again to the show on this fine and frosty winter's morn. Ahoy there, me hearties. You catch me listening to old tapes of the self in its younger days. This one's a Radio 2 breakfaster from longer ago than this dandy highwayman cares to remember. All of which reminds me of a little old jape I was told the other day. How does good King Wenceslas like his pizza? Deep pan, crisp and even. Oh, good old stuff. Yes. Can't beat the old ones, can you? No. Now, all the news, travel and weather ahead. But that's coming up in 3. By God, we're not getting any younger, are we? Eh? But I'd nae swap the swaggering plumage of youth for the fire of Radio 2 that warms me in the well-girthed comfort of me middle years. As my dear old granny used to say on my visits to Ballyshannon. Donald, she'd say, she's a bit cracky as my gran. Donald, you're as young as the person you feel. Well, luckily the person she felt was the butcher's lad, which made her 15. Can't believe that stupid ass on the tape is me. 1982. What a year. So many years. So many Wogans. Past midnight. Such silence. The earth might be uninhabited. Except for Janice Long, keeping you night owls company through the night on BBC Radio 2. So onwards, fellow travellers, and peel your ears now for this ditty from the lips of Andy Williams, a man who makes horseradish sauce taste like cranberry juice on a wet Thursday in Killarney. Ah, yes, it is. You know, I have the queer feeling that none of this ever made any sense.
And after the match, John Motson spoke to Victoria Beckham.
So David played very well, and Manchester United triumphant. The big question, though, Victoria, is can anyone stop them?
Well, I thought that David did really well, didn't he? Because he ran around a lot and he made really good kicks and he kicked his goal really well. And I think that Sir Ferguson should be really pleased with all the men.
Yes.
Because they made the other team. Was it Blackpool?
It was Liverpool, yes.
Oh, yeah, Liverpool, yeah. Looked really fat and old.
Right.
So I thought Manchester done brilliant.
Brilliantly. Advert. It's an L-Y ending.
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
I can see that, darling. Now that'll be £1.64.
No, I mean a bit short of the amount.
By how much?
All of it.
Oh, I can't bear to see you go empty-handed. Please take it. Don't worry about the money.
Cheers, lady.
Said he was skint, did he? As I thought. Your charity case there is just spit off in a lotus while we still haven't paid for those brown sauce sachets.
Champagne, darling.
You know, Audrey, sometimes I think you're not cut out for this business.
Civil list is here.
Hey, the old civil list. I love it.
Like a bit of that.
Bloody hell.
Oh, no.
Oh, that can't be right.
I did more hours than that. It's all gone in tax. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't know why we bother.
Who sang this?
Yeah. Who was it?
They were all over over the place in the 80s.
Yeah, that's right. They had a funny name.
Oh, they were terrible, weren't they?
Yeah, I could never understand what everyone saw in them.
Tell you what, the guitar player was a right little poser.
Oh, yeah. He had a brother, didn't he?
Yeah, then they did that dreadful film about the craze.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What's the matter with him, then?
Beats me.
It's a tradition that dates back many centuries, but all that may change soon with plans announced today to modernise the state opening of Parliament. But how will this news be greeted at Buckingham Palace? Over now to our royal correspondent, Jenny Bond. Hello, Jenny.
Hello, and what's your name?
Well, it's Hugh Edwards from the studio.
And tell me, Hugh, what do you do?
Well, I read the news at 6 on the BBC. I'm reading it now, live, as we speak.
How splendid. And may I say to all the newsreaders, both here and throughout my Commonwealth, how much we appreciate the excellent news they so skillfully read.
Jenny?
The correct form of address is Mom.
Yeah, I know you're very close to the royal family, but you do realise that your job is actually to report on the royals, not to be one.
I am the BBC's royal correspondent. I am royal. The clue is in the question, Hugh.
Yeah, but it's not though, is it, Jenny? See, like Kate Adie, right? She's the foreign correspondent, isn't she? But she's not actually foreign, right? So now either tell us something useful about this or get off my screen.
Well, what I can say is I know a great deal about this particular development.
Right, thank you.
And if you speak to one of my equerries, I'm sure they will be delighted to help you. This is Jenny Windsor, BBC News, outside my house.
8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Park Lane.
Park Lane! Ah, that's mine! That's mine! Park Lane! With 2 hotels, you owe me £3,000.
Here, where's your money gone?
Oh, I sure I do not know, Mother.
You nicked it, didn't you, when I went to the cars, eh?
Oh, all right. There you go.
Even though you're a rascal, I forgive you.
That's it! That's it! You always forgive me whatever I do, because you light up my nose.
Well, you are my own flesh and blood, son.
Yeah, but look how I treat you. I lied to you, Ma. I nicked from you. I mean, only last week I sold your post office book to Phil Mitchell.
Well, you probably meant well.
I've tried to kill you 18 times in the last fortnight.
That's my boy.
I've wired your bed up to the electrics. 1 extra loud snore from you tonight, and you is gonna go sky high.
Any son will do the same.
I'll keep a little doll of you under my bed, and I'll stick pins in it.
Well, blood's thicker than water, you know.
Yeah, I had one of your fags this morning.
You mess of a little bleeder. Come here.
Come on in, Ma.
Come on, you little bleeder. Get out of there. Right, that's it. Get out of there, or I'm going to smack the living down, I tell you.
Oh.